So part 6. Let's compare the fuel economy of the cars we picked and think about how much money we would save by picking each car. All right, so we're going to be thinking about our commute. And so right now, you don't know where you're going to be living. You don't know where you're going to be working. So we're going to pick some locations. You can pick your current location. So I'm going to pretend I work at Chelsea High School. I live at Chelsea High School. So where Chelsea High School is, where's Chelsea High School? Okay, so this is my starting point. I'm gonna put in my starting point. Imagine this is where I live. I obviously don't live here. You can put your current home if you'd like, or if you know where you want to live, an area, you can pick a place. It might be simplest if you put your current address. And then you're going to pick a place where you'd like to go. So imagine that you are starting school at Bunker Hill Community College. You could put in Bunker Hill Community College. And you can pick that as your location. So I'm going to pick this location. Imagine you are commuting to school. If you have a job, maybe there's a place you're interested in living, or maybe there's a kind of job you want, you really can pick anywhere you want. It doesn't really matter where you pick. The goal is to have a starting location where you live and a finishing location where you're going to be commuting to. All right, so I needed to tell Google Maps to give me directions. I said I'm starting at Chelsea High School. Imagine this is my commute. So it says my commute might be 4.2 miles. So I'm going to put it in. 4.2 miles. And it says it's going to take me 8 minutes. That's a pretty good commute. So it's going to be 0 hours and 8 minutes. All right, so that's going to be my commute one way. So that means going 2 ways, I'm going to have to double that. So if I'm going 4.2 miles one way, that means I'm going to go 4.2 coming back. That means I'm going to have 8.4 miles in a day. And that also means I'm going to be traveling for 0 hours and 16 minutes, which is, as far as I'm concerned, a great commute. And so if I'm doing that every day, I need to figure out per week. So if it's a 5-day week, it's going to be times by 5, 8.4 times 5 is going to be 42. So I'm basically traveling 42 miles a week. And then if I'm going 16 minutes a day, times 5, that's going to be 80 minutes a day, 80 minutes a week. So 80 minutes. I need to turn that into hours. Remember, to hours, I'm going to divide by 60. And I'm going to get 1.33. So it's going to be 1 hour. And then I have to turn 33 into minutes. So I'm going to multiply by 60. So 0.33 times 60. It's going to be 19.8 minutes. So it's going to be 1 hour, and what did I say? 19.8 minutes, so about 20 minutes. An hour and 20 minutes a week. And then per month, so I need to estimate, about, we can say 4 weeks. So if I'm going for I just said I'm going for 42 miles a week. And so per month, I can assume 4 weeks. That's going to be what, 168 miles. And so I have an hour and 20 minutes. I've already established it's 1.33 times 4. So it's going to be 5.32, which I know is 5 hours. So I'm going to put in, that's 5 hours. And I need to convert 30.32 into minutes. So I'm going to times that by 60. 0.32 times 60. It's going to be 19.2 minutes. I'm going to say 19 minutes. So what speed would I need to be driving in order to make it to work in time? So remember, our formula is distance equals speed times the time. And so it doesn't really matter which one I pick. One way, one per day, doesn't really matter which one I pick. I'm going to pick the first one, 4.2 miles in 8 minutes. So I'm going to go back to my formula. My distance is 4.2 miles. The speed, I don't know. And then my time, I have 8 minutes. But there's a problem. I can't have minutes and miles per hour. I need to convert minutes into hours. I need to divide by 60. So 8 divided by 60, that's going to be 0.133. So I'm going to go back to my formula. It's going to be 0.133. That's what I said, right? So I'm going to find the speed. I'm going to divide by 0.133. I'm going to get 4.2 divided by 0.133. 4.2 divided by 0.133. And I'm going to get 32. And so don't forget what we're finding. We're finding our speed. We measure speed in miles per hour. So I need to be driving 32 miles per hour in order to make it to work in 8 minutes. And so imagine there's traffic and my speed drops by 20%. So 32 miles per hour, it's going to drop by 20%. So I can times it by 20%, by 0.20. So 32 times 0.20. My speed is going to drop by 6.4 miles per hour, which means I have 32, subtract 6.4. Is 25.6. So that means my speed, I'm going to go 25.6 miles per hour. But it's asking how much time. So that means I need to go back to my formula. My formula is distance equals speed times the time. So my distance is the same. My distance is still 4.2 miles per hour. Now my speed, we just figured out. My speed is going to be 26.6. And I'm going to figure out the time. I'm going to stop there.